Alright, so this is going to be a real wobbly video because the sampler's on the floor down here. I haven't got a stand that will hold the phone, so I'm going to do this one-handed. Real quick video on how I chop an amen. It's probably how everyone does it, or a break I should say, inside the S2000. So I'll start by obviously, you know, you got your sample in there. I'll make sure that the main one in the full loop is already at the speed I want it for the track. I'll normally pitch up a little bit and then pitch back down inside the sampler to give it a bit of crunch. But assume you got your sample in there. Obviously you'd wanna, I might start by coming over here and doing a new key group. I'm just gonna call that, where are we? Come across here, we'll call that amen just because that's what it is. Where are we? Amen. There we go. Sorry, not holding the phone in the right spot there. There you go, amen. I'm gonna copy that, and then the test program I'm gonna chuck on channel 16 and get it out of the way. And go back here, and there's my amen program. We got that on MIDI 1, all right. So then what I would do is, obviously, let's go down to pages here. We've got one key group. I'm gonna put my amen on that key group, and I'm gonna make sure that we're on C3, because that's what I sampled it at. The S2000 will default at that. So C3, where are we? So I'm trying to look inside the screen as well as up here. So that's done. Now, what we're going to do then is go to edit. We're going to copy this. We're going to name that 2. Now, we come back to our sample page. We're going to name that 2. All right, so copy it. Now I've got another copy of that same amen. So the first one is from there, so we'll just do this one. I'm just going to go real rough. We're going to chop this one from the snare, right? So I'm going to just come here, go forward a bit, looking for the snare. All right, so in order to get nice and tight in there and make sure you've got the beginning of the sample in the right spot, I would normally pitch down like this and go a little bit finer and make sure there's no air at the beginning of the sample. Yeah, go back up, put it back on C3. All right, and then I'm going to cut that, cut it, go. So now that's cut, and then I just go back into my key groups on my program. I'm going to copy 1. Yep, so now I'm key group 2. I want that to be on C sharp, and then I'll go down, I put amen 2 there. All right. And then obviously you would repeat that for everything. So I'm in single mode here. You've got multi-mode on the S2000 as well, which you don't have on the 950, which means you can have like a whole bunch of programs on different MIDI channels, whereas single is just one program that you can assign key groups to different MIDI channels, all right? So right now everything's on channel 1, so MIDI channel 1. Inside the program, obviously you've got all your other parameters there that you can assign to each key group. At the moment I'm going out of the left and right. If you wanted to go individual out, there's your page for that there. Watch out for that in multi-mode, because if you've got individuals assigned and then you try and assign the whole thing to its own output, it gets confusing. All right, anyway, going back, so, you know, I've chopped my amen. I've got one from the kick, one from the snare. I've assigned the kick version to key 1, C3, and then the snare to C sharp. If I go up to my keyboard here, I haven't checked this yet. Where's, here we go. All right, so the reason why that's higher, because I didn't change it to constant pitch. So it's tracking the keyboard, right? I mean, I'm sure that most of you guys know that, all right? So I'm gonna go down to the page where I set that. I've gone too far. Pay attention. Probably just past it. Yeah, I'm going groups, that's why. Wobbly. You don't want it to track in this case. There you go, track. So I want that to be constant and that to be constant, everything constant for this. All right, so now we should have all right, and you just keep doing that for the rest of them. Cool, so there you go, quick video on chopping amen or breaks inside the S2000. Sweet.